Welcome to the Kona Electric. Welcome to the future. Congratulations on making the futuristic and environmentally friendly choice of a Kona Electric. There are three types of chargers: ICCB or in-cable control box, AC wall box charger and DC charger. The first two will be available to you with your Kona Electric. The DC charger uses DC current and is only available at government or private public charging stations. Let's learn more about each of these. The ICCB is also called a trickle or level 1 charger. It uses commonly available household 220 volt socket rated for 16 ampere output. Charging happens through a CCS Type 2 connector at 2.8 kilowatts per hour. Your car will charge from empty to full in approximately 19 hours using the ICCB. You can use your existing household wiring for this form of charging. However, Hyundai will provide support for installing your ICCB. Wall box chargers are also called AC chargers or level 2 chargers. These chargers can be installed in your home or workplace and may also be available at public charging stations. It uses single-phase household AC current supplied to your Kona Electric via a CCS Type 2 connector. AC chargers like this will require an upgrade at your end to handle the 7.2 kilowatt-hour load required. Your Kona will charge fully in approximately 6 hours and 10 minutes using the AC wall box charger. As before, Hyundai will provide necessary guidelines for 16 ampere socket installation. DC chargers use DC current. All DC chargers with CCS Type 2 connectors are compatible with the Kona Electric, representing the fastest mode for EV charging. A 50 kilowatt DC charger takes only 57 minutes to charge from 0% to 80%. A full charge will take about 2 hours. Let's learn how to charge your Kona. Make sure the car's drive mode is in off position. This is the only mode in which you can charge your Kona. Unlock the car. Now, open the charging port. It is located on the front bumper covered by the charging door. Pop it open and then connect the CCS Type 2 connector depending on the charging option you have selected. This indicator on the charge module shows that the car is charging. In addition, this indicator on the cluster gives you the same information. The car is charging. This indicator tells you how much time it will take to charge the car to full. Remember to charge in auto mode. This will release the connector when you are done charging at public stations. This should be done as a courtesy to others. This charging connector auto button does just that. When it is on, the CCS Type 2 connector can be removed once charging is complete. When it is off, the plug cannot be removed. You will have to manually unlock the car to release the plug. But what if an emergency happens while the car is connected to a charger? How can you disconnect the charging connector in a jiffy? Depress the brake pedal and apply the parking brake. Turn off all switches. Shift to park and turn off the vehicle. Remove the charging connector. But what if the connector does not disconnect for any number of reasons? Open the hood and pull on this orange-colored emergency tab. The charging connector will disconnect. You now know that your Kona is unlike any other car you have driven before. So how would you identify one at a glance or when an emergency arises? Kona electric vehicles can be identified through the badges on the tailgate. In addition, there is a blue drive badge on the left side of the car. But what if the car is damaged or the badges are eroded. Kona Electric has distinctive aerodynamically designed wheels, which look very different when compared to regular tires. There are many other ways to identify the Kona Electric. First, look for the VIN, which is on a sticker on the passenger's side pillar. A G or an H in the 8th position of the VIN identifies it as an EV. The second is to look at the engine cover on the electric motor. It clearly bears the letters EV. Thirdly, the orange-colored high-voltage electrical cables in the motor compartment mark it out as an EV. Finally, if you can see the underbody of the car, look for a thick orange cable that runs from the center of the vehicle to the motor compartment. This tells you that the car is an EV. There are some other ways to identify that the car is an EV. Look at the cluster behind the steering wheel. You will see the following: the regeneration brake or ECO or power gauge, the SOC or the state of charge that indicates the charge state of the high voltage battery, the ready light that indicates the vehicle is ready for driving. Each of these are specific only to EVs. There are also a number of warning lights in the cluster. These are ready indicator, which informs you that the car can be driven. Service warning light, which informs you that the car requires urgent attention. Power down warning light, which informs you that the car will power down shortly. Charging indicator light, which informs you that the car is in charging mode. High voltage battery low level warning light, which informs you that the car is running low on battery. Airbag warning light, which informs you that the airbags have suffered a malfunction. Seatbelt warning light, which informs you that the seat belts have not been worn by the driver or the passenger. Parking brake and brake fluid warning light, which informs you of low brake fluid levels or malfunctioning brakes. Regenerative brake warning light, which informs you of a malfunction in the regenerative braking systems. Anti-lock brake system or ABS warning light, which informs you that ABS is malfunctioning. Electronic brake force distribution or EBD system warning light, which informs you that EBD is malfunctioning. Electric power steering or EPS warning light, which informs you that power steering is malfunctioning. Charging system warning light for 12-volt battery, which informs you the charging system is malfunctioning. Master warning light, which informs you of a serious malfunction in the car. Low tire pressure warning light, which informs you that the tires may have lower than optimal pressure. You've learned a lot about your Kona. Enjoy. Happy driving.